This week, it's all about the gross factor.
The sewage, the dirt, the not taking showers for days on end. Boondocking may push you out of your comfort zone, and we're showing you how we deal with the mess. It's already stinking. We're Joseph and Kalyn, full-time RVers for nearly 7 years, and we just started an epic boondocking challenge to test our limits and see how long we can live off-grid. Maybe we're not conserving water as much as we should be. That's gonna be in a future episode where we're really gonna try hard. We left you at the end of day 3, and we're already tackling day 10, which means it's time to dump our tanks. I feel like a lot of people think this is gross to have in the back of their trucks.
Oh,
and
totally.
I'm not gonna say we've never had a poopsie situation. We get to test out a new portable waste tank that doesn't exactly work the way it's supposed to.
That is one connection I kind of wish they had a gasket on. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Plus, we'll share our morning routines and how we get away with not taking showers as often. But it's not all about the nasty parts. We try one of Yelp's #1 rated restaurants in America. Oh, I almost lost my sandwich. And then it's time to celebrate Trinity's Gotcha Day. It's been 2 years since we made that pivotal decision to make her part of the family, and she goes absolutely bonkers over her homemade birthday cake. Oh, she just put it all in her mouth. This video is brought to you by eTrailer. We have made it 9 days boondocking. We're still here at Joshua Tree South Disperse. One of the things we want to do this winter is really take advantage of those 14 max day stays. So I think we're going to be here for the entire 14 days before we move on. But we do have some boondocking chores to do today because I'm shocked that we've made it this long on the black tank, and the toilet is burping.
And a burping black tank means that it is full. So how the black tank works is there is the pipe that dumps the stuff into the black tank. Then you have a vent pipe that comes and it's like right near the top. And when that gets covered, it means no air can escape. So every time you flush the toilet, it's trying to add something to the tank while also getting rid of the air. And so it just burps up through the toilet instead of through the vent. Probably more information that you needed to know, but the reason we have gone for 9 days as opposed to usually we could make it between 5 and 7 in our old rig is because this one actually has a bigger black tank. It holds 45 gallons of that glorious black slurry, and we actually have 120 gallons of gray water storage between this sink and the shower and the bathroom sink. And we can have 75 waters of fresh, which actually means we can like fill our fresh tank.
75 waters of fresh?
75 gallons
there you go
of fresh water, which means we can actually go through our freshwater tank 2 times before we actually have to start emptying things, depending on what tanks they're going to.
You already have filled up our fresh tank
Yes.
a few times
Yes.
since we've been here.
Yep.
So maybe we're not conserving water as much as we should be. That's going to be in a future episode where we're really going to try hard to conserve water. Our first year of RV life, we had to actually hitch up the truck to the RV and take the entire rig to the dump station. But then 5 years ago, we invested in a portable black tank, which just basically takes your poop in the bed of the truck, well, not actually in the bed of the truck, but in the tank, in the bed of the truck, to the dump station so you can leave your rig here.
But this one has not been without its problems. So within, I think it was like 2 or 3 years, I was dumping, and thankfully it was gray water at the time. The hose that was here literally just poop, popped right off, and gray water went everywhere. Turn it off! It was nasty. Probably would have been a good glove situation.
Why is this tape on here too?
Well, that was,
I don't know what
that
this
was
is
from the first fix. I put this on, or it wasn't a pipe, I put something else on and taped it on with a Turnabon tape. That held for, I don't know, a few weeks maybe. Didn't hold all that long. So that's when, right here, there's a little gray spot of the tank that's inside that PVC. So eventually I bought the PVC, stuck it over that, glued the heck out of it. There is like caulk all inside of there. And then I bought a, what are these things called? What are these? A bayonet clip. I got a bayonet clip that I could stick in the PVC. It was a little narrow, so again, caulked like crazy, and a couple of times, if the weather's just right, this spins just a little bit. I can't get it to, oh, there it is, there it goes. See, that's not a good thing.
Which is why we got a new one from eTrailer. I think it was long overdue. I feel like a lot of people think this is gross to have in the back of their trucks.
Oh,
and
totally.
I'm not gonna say we've never had a poopsie situation, but thankfully it washes off.
I was grossed out the first 3-4 times we did it. And then I realized I wasn't grossed out about it anymore when I filled it and then didn't get to a dump station until like 5 days later. And we were like driving around town.
Ooh, and it was
with
hot,
a full,
right?
With a full tank.
It is marinating in the back.
That's when I realized the switch had flipped in me and I was no longer grossed out about hauling poop around.
I just like the convenience of it.
Another consideration if you're boondocking and going to use some sort of a dump tank is you're going to want to use some sort of a macerator, because you do not want to have to pick up 280 gallons of waste and try to lift it into the back of your tank. That's one of those reasons people like just tow it behind them at the dump station, because they're able to put the tank here, dump it in, drag it behind their truck, they're all good to go. Doesn't work for a 20-mile trek.
Whoops.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
A macerator also does what it says it is. It macerates your poop so it can fit down this tiny little hose.
It is also one of those words you have to pronounce very carefully if you're on YouTube.
What, macerator?
Macerator. Yep. Very carefully. I think, Kalyn, I want you to hold this hose.
So it doesn't fly out?
So that it doesn't fly out.
Okay.
Now we just have to keep our eye on this. This little red thing should pop up.
When it's
like
full?
that when it's full. Ooh, that doesn't pop up very far. Okay, good to know. My other one popped up like a good 1.5 inches, so you kind of had a slow warning of, oh, it's almost full. Looks like this one you don't get as much of a warning.
It's already stinking.
I wonder if we should have tested this with gray water first. Make sure all the, make sure all the connections are good.
Let's just dive right in.
Make sure it's not leaking.
This is called unintentional foreshadowing.
You know, that sort of thing.
I'm in prime spitting distance.
Are you
here.
watching?
I'm watching.
Okay.
I'm just nervous. I hear it. Oh, it's like, it's shaking. It's gurgling.
It's because it was pushing air through.
Okay.
So
it
it should be
hasn't
good.
popped up yet.
Awesome. We're just gonna call that good. We're not gonna overflow, and we're just gonna pull this down. And then make sure that is shut. That is one connection I kind of wish they had a gasket on. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. I wish there was a rubber gasket on these plastic connections, but we'll call that good. We'll take it I think we got like 8 miles to the dump station, and we'll try to dump it.
The dump station we're going to, it's in Joshua Tree, so Cottonwood Campground's not too far up the road. They also have a trash. So we've got all of Trinity's poop bags, which I don't know if you have any ideas on what to do with these besides just throw them under the rig until it's trash day, but yeah, kind of a gross part of boondocking because you don't have a dumpster like right there in the campground.
If you have a very regular dog, it's also how you can keep track of how many days you've been in a spot.
That's true. We thought about doing that instead of the board.
Just count the number of bags.
How are you fitting that to go to the trash?
It's time to announce the next open roading giveaway. Just leave your email in the...
No!
Nobody wants this.
Can you fit it in the back though?
I
don't know if you can.
I can find a way. I think what we can do... I think this will work.
You're not securing it any more than that?
No, we're just sticking that down.
Okay, well, if you see a portable black tank going down the road, that's us. Oh, looks like there's a van coming in.
Got a van.
Oh, Cruise America. Hope they're having a better time than we did. Go watch that video if you dare. If you're curious about where we find the dump stations, we use a few different websites because we found that not one website has all of them. So we will use santadumps.com, rvdumpsites.net, Campendium, we will filter to the poop emoji, and then you can see all the dump stations that I just think is so creative. Allstays app, I think, has a filter that you can do it. We got a heads up for this one from Untethered, who was camping with us last week here outside Joshua Tree, and they found it before us, told us, And so I think it's free. We try to find free ones as much as possible. However, if there are not any free ones in the area, then we'll generally do like a Love's, which is about $10. But definitely read the reviews.
Yeah, because sometimes the dump station is going to be closed and you don't know it. So if I go to a place and it has no reviews, or maybe the reviews are 3 years old, it doesn't hurt to actually look for a phone number, to give the place a call, find out if they have one, find out if they have potable water, like the whole 9 yards. And if you can't get a hold of it, maybe call a different one in the area. Because yeah, reviews are very helpful in figuring out if a dump station is still active.
And you'll also get usually a heads up on the price.
Oh yeah, because sometimes it'll be free, listed as free, but it's actually paid.
But then they charge because maybe they've changed it. And please do not overpay for a dump station. You shouldn't have to.
$10 should be your max. It's my max, so it should be your max.
Yeah, I think we've done 15.
Oh, it hurts if you have to do 15.
Which kills us. But in Florida, we were calling around, and
it's
one
$36.
Yeah, maybe it was like in an RV resort or something. I could never.
No.
I could never.
No.
Principle.
My poop is not worth $36. And a sneaky pro tip, hang on, there's a little bumps here, and I'm hauling 35 gallons of poop in the back, so I'm being a little extra careful.
Especially it's in a national park.
Yes. So one quick pro tip, because with the portable tank, you're not going to be able to dump all your tanks all at once. If you go in and ask at a place, I've done this at a Love's, I've done this at just a little private campground where I've said, hey, you know, I have a portable tank. Can I make 3 trips for the price of one so that I can empty all my tanks? Generally, they're human. Generally, they understand. They're like, sure, no problem. Just come back. Make sure you're here when I'm here, and we'll get you all set. So doesn't hurt to ask if you're dumping that portable tank so you can save a little money and not spend $30 bringing one RV's worth of waste.
FYI, if you are new to RVing, this is the symbol that means there is a dump station in that campground or in that area.
Okay, my concern came to fruition.
Uh-oh.
This didn't, it sloshed or something. I'm gonna have to look, hang on. Yeah, I can see a little slosh there. Well, this is exactly what I was afraid of with these. So this is just straight plastic on straight plastic. There's no rubber gasket or anything. And the sloshing around, you can see I'm gonna have to be washing the truck here in the near future because that's not gray water.
Yeah, that's
right there
not
on the
good
bottom.
at all.
So I'm gonna see if I can come up with a solution because I'm not too keen on just like sending this back and returning it. Because I feel like that's fixable. I mean, after all, guys, I fixed this like 5 different times, so that seems to be a little bit more minor of a fix than the pipe.
Yeah, and if
section.
we have to like live with this, we'll try to get a fix for it. But I just don't know that, like, we just got to be honest with you, and I'm not sure that this is going to like be a good thing. I don't know.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We're gonna keep testing it.
And if you have any portable dump tanks that you recommend, please drop them in the comments because if I don't manage to figure out a way to fix this one and make it work for me, I might be in the market. So from dump station products that let me down to dump station products that haven't let me down, I still love this Rhino hose. There's a bunch of people telling me, oh, you know, the cheap ones are just as good. The cheap ones flex up and they store smaller. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. This one fits in my storage just fine. And when I do that, it doesn't expand back out. It did when it was new, but you know, now that it's been used a couple times, it's not bouncing back. It's not bouncing back. And I can do this. And it still does just fine.
It's so funny because we did this whole Instagram reel about the sewer hose.
I took it personally, folks.
And how they're like, who steps on a sewer hose? And it's like, he does, because he's so clumsy and he just accidentally steps on it. And so we really wanted a sewer hose that you could literally even drive over. Now we haven't tested that. Maybe we should, but at least with him accidentally stepping on it, it's not gonna like spring a leak, because we had that happen with one of the cheaper sewer hoses.
I do have to give some people credit. If you are in a truck camper or you're in a Class C and you're putting your sewer hoses into like totes, then I totally understand going.
Not totally.
Totally. I totally understand going with the smaller hose that has a smaller footprint. This one does have a bit bigger of a footprint, but if you have one of those like tubes that goes under your RV, maybe they're not all the same size. I don't know. I can fit 2 of mine in there. It's snug, but I can fit 2 of them in there just fine. And like I said, look, it's holding that shape. So I don't know.
We'll put a QR code right
I don't know
here.
where all the hate comes from.
Link
I
in
love
the
this hose.
description. Get the hose that Joseph's obsessed with.
If you're new here, you know, I probably haven't said this soon enough because you've probably already typed it in the comments, but no gloves is kind of my thing. There's 2 people. There's the gloves people and there's the no gloves people. I don't know what to tell you. No gloves person.
He washes his hands. But yes, we understand that some people think it's gross. However, if you don't wear gloves while you're wiping yourself on the toilet, then I don't know if you need gloves.
My argument,
Emptying a sewer hose.
my argument is if you touch cash with your bare hands, then you have touched the outside of a sewer hose. Because I worked in fast food for several years, and I saw where that cash comes from.
Ew, money is filthy.
I saw it come out of waistbands.
Okay,
I saw it come out of
no,
bras.
No, we don't need to
I
say
saw
that.
it come out of a shoe. So if you touch cash, don't know what you tell you. You're no better than me touching my sewer hose with no gloves.
Can you tell that's his little soapbox? Hey,
Trash
on
time.
to the trash dumpster time.
All right, it's time to talk about the thing that nobody, and I do mean nobody, talks about on YouTube after I get my keys. Let's talk boondocking and gray water.
We don't talk about it.
Nobody talks about it, and anecdotally, I think more than 50% of the boondocking RV community does it. But we're all afraid to talk about it because we're all afraid of the backlash of what's somebody gonna do when they find out, oh, you guys dump gray water? No. So here's the thing with gray water dumping. You need to know where you are and you need to know the rules. In a lot of cases, you're not gonna be able to dump gray water. So like Quartzsite, for example, it is explicitly, sorry, the pump's loud. It's really forbidden there to dump gray water. If you're within a certain distance of a waterway, I think it's either 100 feet or 100 yards. A lot of times, again, it depends on what state you're in. You're not going to be dumping gray water there because you don't want that gray water to be making it to that freshwater source. But in a lot of places, it actually is not illegal to dump gray water. Now, some people may frown on it, some people may not. A lot of times you're just dealing with water that, like if you think of a tent camper or a car camper, they're out there taking a shower in their outdoor shower. That's gray water, it's going on the ground. It's just what it is.
Guys, if we don't have a video go up next week, we got taken out. We got taken out for saying that. I can't believe you actually went there.
I know, Kalyn.
After 2 years on YouTube.
And we were planning this video, behind the scenes, we were planning this video this morning, and Kalyn's like, you want to talk about gray water? And I'm like, we'll talk about it, but I don't know if I want to admit that we sometimes dump gray water on the ground. But I don't know.
But you did.
Something got into me. It was time to let it all out. There are, in all honesty though, there are a few other courteous things to be considerate of. Gray water does have some smell to it. So if there are other campers like right next door to you, they're out enjoying something or whatever, don't dump gray water, especially if the wind is blowing their way. Also, be attention to the type of ground you're on. Like if you're in a super grassy area and there's kind of a low area where the water's just gonna collect and you're gonna have 20 gallons of gray water sitting there for 2 days, not a good idea to dump it, as opposed to like if you're in a deserty area where the water's literally gonna be disappeared within like 15 minutes of dumping it out. So be courteous, be considerate, be knowledgeable of the laws of the area you're in, and know that we're not gonna judge you if you put some gray water on the ground. It'll be okay. Grab another. We're full of water.
Yay!
We are ready for another 4 days, I think, before I have to put any more in.
So I got one of these and it's not travel day. Do you want
Did
one?
you? Yes.
I feel like he's a little angsty.
I was gonna say, do you sense some crank that could be relieved with some Olipop?
Okay, so we tried these cranberry fizz ones.
I like those.
He likes them. It's for the holidays.
They're very light on the cranberry.
Yeah, I think they taste just like lemon lime.
Kalyn
like
claims there's none, but if you drink it and just wait, there's a hint of it in the back of your mouth. But yes, you could add some more cranberry juice to it and make it better.
Well, the other reason why I was getting these too is because we're out of drinking water and I was really thirsty and I don't like drinking from the tank, so we have to go to town and do that. Then we're gonna try a restaurant. And
are we trying that deli?
yes.
Nice.
And Trinity's birthday, we're gonna celebrate tomorrow. It's like
It's your birthday!
2 years since her gotcha day. And we gotta get some gifts for her.
It's the spot. Before we leave, I want to give a quick AC update because in our solar panel install video, in the end, I said that we were able to run the AC and still charge the battery. However, the problem with that was I was testing the AC in a space where it wasn't actually that hot outside, so it wasn't running full blast. So here is what is actually going on. Orange is my solar input and red is my usage. As you can see, when I turned the AC on here at 1 o'clock, it matched it, and then at 2 o'clock it went over, and then if we go back to yesterday, like I really blew out our input for a couple hours.
Basically, we're just suffering through the morning until we can't suffer anymore, and then we'll turn it on for like a few hours in the afternoon, and sometimes we'll turn it off and back on. Like, it's fine, I'm not complaining.
I was gonna say, I think we need to just step back just like 6 to 8 months, because the definition of suffering was what real life was.
True.
Back then. Like we would live in 80, the RV would get up to 85, 86 degrees on a really hot day. We'd be like, now when it gets up to 83, we're like, turn on the AC.
Well, also, it's like getting to 90s outside.
It is.
And this is like winter time, but we're in low elevation and desert.
And we're in a spot where if we're in our old rig, we would have been chasing elevation a week ago.
Chasing elevation or campground for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. And this has been absolutely a lifesaver.
I'm really not quite sure. I should have looked this up, whether we're in Indio, Coachella, or Palm Desert, or Palm Springs. I feel like there's a bunch of cities like all squished together, but this is TKB Bakery, and in 2018, it was voted the most favorite restaurant in America.
Which begs the question, what have they been doing the last 7 years? Like, resting on their laurels? Like, what's going on here?
Maybe there's just a different restaurant picked every year.
Okay.
I was looking at all these bakery items. Okay, you need to look at the sandwiches.
I'm gonna leave here 10 pounds heavier than I came just by looking at stuff.
Look at how big this is. Head for scale. Oh, I almost lost my sandwich. Okay, so this is the Mexican Marilyn Monroe. It's a chicken salad sandwich with some what smells like amazing cranberry bread. It does have like some chipotle mayo stuff on it, which I think is what makes it Mexican. So I don't know how I'm gonna fit this in one bite and not make it messy. Oh my word, there's bacon on here too. I didn't even see. Oh, I'm losing.
I'm losing
some. Okay, I better try this quick.
You went for the double bite.
Well, I had to get some bread in it. That's good. Little kick. That's good though. That's really good. That is a sandwich. All right, so did yours have a fancy name?
Chicken bacon ranch, fried chicken bacon ranch. I feel like there was some other word in there somewhere, but it's got ranch, it's got tons of like perfectly cooked bacon. We've got fried chicken.
Yummy.
So let's give it a shot.
Good. Hey, we didn't have a middle gate station situation where he like wasn't sure what his face was.
Did I tell my face that I liked it?
I think you did.
Okay.
I think you did.
What happened?
I don't know.
You didn't order a salad. It looks like you ordered a salad.
It just kept falling out, and now I'm just picking at the bread.
Was it good?
It was good. There was a lot of things stuffed in there. Next up, we gotta go to the pet store, see what goodies we can find for Trinity.
Birthday time.
Aw, Joseph, we could get a leopard gecko for 50% off.
Yeah, no, let's not.
Aw, should she wear? Oh no, this is her gotcha day one. I don't think it'll fit though.
I was gonna say, that
really
looks pretty
tiny.
small.
Yeah. Have we ever tried a little squishy thing like
Just
that?
the one that had the water bottle in it, and she
Yeah.
did like it. She
She
ripped
did
it
like
apart in a
it.
hurry. Let's do it.
Okay, let's get her this one.
We need to restock our bones.
Oh, those look like animal crackers. Are they tiny?
We started a tradition last year where every year she's getting a new color on her gotcha day. Ooh.
I like it.
I love it. Let's not get hit by the car.
let's not
Okay,
get
stop.
Stinking YouTubers filming so much that they're gonna get run over by a car.
Don't tempt yourself. You slept like a zombie last night. You slept like a zombie. Okay. And that's how a morning starts. It's supposed to be a super hot day today, so we're just gonna check the wind really quick. Oh yeah, it's good. So we're gonna stick out the awnings. We have the RV currently facing east-west, so this side of the RV is south. It's getting the brunt of the sun all day. And by popping out these awnings, it just helps us avoid the air conditioner. Hang on, gotta concentrate. Okay, don't wanna overextend the awning. It helps us not run the air conditioner till about 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which is gonna ultimately save us a bunch of battery. So this is why I check this every morning. Can I put the awnings out? Okay, let's check the solar this morning. I say the solar, let's check the batteries. Looks like we're at 60.6%. We're already getting 38 amps into the batteries. We'll probably get up to about 80% before we turn the AC on today. I've run the AC for a few hours for 4 straight days, and every day that I'm running the AC, I'm not quite getting back up to 100%. So the battery is slowly depleting over time. Not super concerning because the weather's supposed to change over the course of this weekend, and we're actually supposed to be dropping down into with a high in the 70s, maybe even the 60s, which means we'll be able to charge those batteries all the way up to 100% later this week. So not super concerned, but I do check on it every morning, every night, see where we're at, just to keep an eye on things.
So I haven't done my hair. I haven't done my makeup and coming to all 60-some odd thousand of you without it. So please be appreciative, because I want to talk to you about the gross side of maybe personal grooming while you're boondocking, because you don't want to take like a shower every day and waste through your water in a few days. So I will get a washcloth, wash my face, wash my body with a little bit of soap and water. And that works. And then when it comes to my hair, girls, this is my ride or die. I have tried so many other dry shampoos, like so many brands, because this Living Proof is very pricey, but I keep coming back to it because it's the best thing to kind of soak up the oil in your hair and make it look like it's not 3 days old without a shower. So I just brush it through, get all of that white stuff, kind of comb through, it soaks up the oil. Then I just throw it into a bun. Or if I'm not doing the dry shampoo or I've run out, then I will do a hat.
I feel like we're giving away all our secrets because now people are gonna see a hat and
Yes,
they're gonna.
This is why.
they're gonna know it's a non-shower day.
But I feel like this good job at like, it doesn't look oily.
It's a lot better than mine.
Yeah.
I'll show you my routine. I'm sure you all are dying to see what Joe's like morning routine is. Okay, you done?
I'm
now the
done.
morning routine that everybody's been waiting for. I'm sure this was the thumbnail, Joe's winning morning routine, because everybody is clamoring for it. So here's the low water morning routine for Joe. We're gonna stick this, get a little water on it. We're gonna put a little bit of soap, just, you know, regular hand soap. And we're gonna wipe the face down. We're gonna add a little bit more water. We're gonna wipe the hair down. That ought to do it. Nothing too fancy. Then we grab the tube of Elmer's. We're just gonna add this to the existing glop that's already on top of my head. The more days in a row I go without the shower, the stiffer the hair gets.
So are you not doing a hat today then?
Well, I'm gonna start without the hat.
Okay.
And then we'll see. We'll see how the day progresses. And we're just gonna boop. Bloop, bloop. I do need to use a little bit more water to get the glue off the hands. Boom, that's it.
Okay, you forgot something very important that we're trying to instill as a habit. Sunscreen.
We can see how well that is going since I forgot it for a video, but a couple squirts. All right, there we go.
That's it.
We'll put some on the neck, fold the ears down. There we go. Oh, hang on.
So should we do cake first?
Yes, always dessert first.
We'll put the cake in the oven.
Then we can open presents.
And then we'll open presents and show her her new collar. And then we can actually try this cake. I mean,
we can eat this cake?
We can eat it.
I'm not gonna have the dog bone on top.
No, don't eat the dog bone. But all the ingredients are stuff that you would like eat normally.
Lots of chocolate.
I just don't think it's gonna be as sweet.
She didn't.
No chocolate! Lovefromtheoven.com spoiled dog cake recipe.
I feel like that
Birthday.
matches.
It
Spoiled
matches.
dog. Look at this spoiled dog.
We are not doing a 2-layer cake though. No, she doesn't need that much. We'll just do a small 8-inch.
All right, so bowl.
And I'm gonna grab some of the stuff out of here.
Hi, Trin. What? Oh, you see the peanut butter. Does that look like a quarter cup?
Yep.
Does that look like a quarter cup?
Mm-hmm. Girl.
Perfect, all clean, can put it back in the drawer.
Stop it.
Just kidding. Half cup pumpkin.
Oh my, that's how you're doing it?
Trin,
You want to lick the beaters?
do you want to lick the beaters? It's a birthday cake thing. You've never gotten, she knows. Like every creature instinctively knows that licking the beaters is a good.
It's a rite of passage.
Ready? You ready? Sit. Oh, you want to shake? Okay, how about a boop? No, boop. There you go. Here you go.
I think she's gonna like the cake.
I think so. Going in.
I think she knows it's about her now.
I think she's figured that out.
Okay, should we do the collar first?
It'll probably be easier to handle. Yep.
Yeah, let's do collar first. Okay, go to couch.
Come on, couch, Trin.
Couch.
Couch. Woo!
Guess what we got for you? It's a brand new collar. Do you love it?
Do I get the honors?
You get the honors.
Okay, Trin, you ready?
What do you think?
It's a new collar. It's your 2026 collar. Do you like it? It still jingles. You like it? High five.
Okay, you want your other toy?
I think
Is that
that's a
a
yes.
yes?
Oh, it squeaks too.
Oh, it squeaks.
Happy birthday!
What do you think? It's like a little cupcake. You like it? Oh, love it. Is it ready?
We'll have to see.
It might be a little goopy. No, it came out clean.
Now we gotta let it cool. Letting it cool is like the worst part of baked goods because it's like you want to just like dive in, but now I have to let it cool for who knows how long. We have to wait, Trin. We have to wait.
Well, it'll just be a few seconds for you guys. All right, it's frosting time. So this was just some Greek yogurt and some peanut butter. Let's get a little...
Look who's...
She's back. Today, I just want you to admire this. Admire all the hard work that went into this slice of cake. Okay, that's for you. Wait. Mama didn't tell you yes. Well, I just saw a drool drip. Okay. I think she likes it. Oh, she just put it all in her mouth. That wasn't that hard of a cake to make either, so I will put it in the description box below, but we gotta try this and see if it's even worth for humans eating. Oh.
I think Trinity is really hoping we do not like it.
Gotta get some of the frosting on it. Okay, let me get you a little bite. You ready? Ooh, we gotta selfie this so we can have our reactions at the same time.
Okay, ready? Here we
go. Very plain.
She doesn't think it was very plain. She's ready for another piece.
Yeah, it's definitely not sweet.
No, it's very plain.
I would not choose to eat that,
but
it's not
Trinity,
bad. It's not bad.
Trinity is all looking for the next piece.
Okay, do you want the rest of it?
You can have the rest of ours. Holy
It's
cow.
gone.
Okay, Trin, we gotta walk this off.
Yeah, we all had too many calories.
Can't have dessert without a good walk after.
Come on.
If you're new to the channel, welcome, first of all. I have not always been a dog person. In fact, I was one of the most non-dog persons you would meet. And then this little girl had the audacity to walk into our lives 2 years ago when we were doing...
She didn't walk into our lives. She was basically just there when
She
we
appeared.
showed up at the Texas oil rig for where we were doing gate guarding. She was an abandoned dog there. Her whole story is on this playlist. And December 9th is what we call her gotcha day because 2 years ago, that's when she jumped in our truck and we decided we're gonna keep her.
We're keeping her. And that list includes things like the surprising results of her DNA.
She's pooping.
Yeah, we're
Sorry.
just gonna turn this way. It has the surprising results of her DNA test, her spay, a whole bunch of things. So be sure to check out that playlist. We'll have a link in the description. Trin, why is it a 2-poop day?
Oh, she just decided it was 2-poop day.
Did that cake go through you that quickly? My goodness.
The last sort of gross thing about boondocking that we wanted to talk about was dust and dirt and all of the outdoor things that can come into your RV. Now, when you're in a campground, generally it's gonna be probably paved. You're gonna have a paved site or at least a gravel site. You're maybe not gonna track in as much stuff. We found that it is a lot messier when you're boondocking, especially when you're out west in the desert like we are outside Joshua Tree National Park. So we end up doing a lot more floor cleaning. Let's go up. Good girl. I don't know if this shows up on camera, but I can already see some of the dirt that we just tracked in. But there's also all of that gravel. Around the door is the hardest. Oh, look, there's Trinity hairs too. Hey, you just got a real in-depth view of our floor.
This is where we could use some help, guys. We could use some help on figuring out exactly what is the best way to clean these floors, because our last rig we had mainly carpet, and while we hated the carpet, we hated cleaning it, it did a good job of hiding the dirt we're discovering, because now we can just see it all the time. And we have tried, is it in here, Kalyn?
No, it's under the sink.
Where is it? We have tried a Swiffer, and we've done it with both the wet pads and the dry pads. The dry pads do a decent job of kind of corralling it. We feel like the wet pads literally just move the dirt around. They don't actually get on there. And so we tried a broom. That kind of works. I've run a vacuum cleaner over it, and that gets the loose stuff up, but if you then wipe it with a paper towel or something like that, you're still getting dust. So we have discovered that the best course of action is literally a butt ton of paper towels. Am I allowed to say a butt ton on YouTube?
You just did.
And just some floor cleaner, or I'll sometimes use the Swiffer wet pads, and it's just get on your hands and knees and do the work that way.
It's a pain, so if you have another secret that we don't know about, let us know so we can try it, because I feel like these floors need to be cleaned like every other day.
I feel like we need to tell people that we really love boondocking.
We do.
Because I think especially me yesterday, I think we might have come across a little angsty at some of the issues.
You were having a bad day.
I was having a bad day yesterday. We genuinely love boondocking. The whole reason we kind of did this video was we wanted to be
realistic
about
what you can expect when you're off-grid, because it is different. You do have to deal with more gross things than you're used to, but it pales in comparison to the places that we've been able to stay in our last rig and this rig. Like, we've been on the wall of the Badlands.
Yeah.
We were just in the Alabama hills with this rig. And
even in this spot where the view is beautiful, but it's not like the wall or something to write home about. Just having the peace and quiet. Like, it has been very quiet here. We can hear the interstate a few miles away. We can kind of hear a low rumble, but it's so much quieter. So boondocking affords you so many more like opportunities, I would say, than just being a campground.
Plus, it's free, which is really going to help offset the cost of the solar and battery install that we did a few videos ago. So if you remember, that total cost was a big one. It was $14,486, and we were curious, and maybe you are too, if you invest in something like that, how long does it take to pay it off? So we picked an average of $55 a night that we are technically saving by not being in a campground. Today is our 11th night, so that's what I'm gonna use.
And that means we've saved $605. Did I get that math right?
You got the
$605.
math correct. Yes. So we are down to $13,881 left. We still have a long way to go, but it's a good thing that we're still continuing to boondock.
Be sure to mash that subscribe button, because we're going to be taking you along this whole journey. We're seeing how long we can go without being at full hookups. But I don't know if you've looked at the calendar. Next week is really close to Christmas, so we're still going to be boondocking, but we're taking a break and doing a more Christmassy themed episode.
Oh, my pickle!
And then we'll be back the following week with more boondocking updates.
It's a very, very Christmassy town that we're going to in the Southwest to show you how the desert does Christmas. So if you have any guesses,
Drop them in the comments.